I need some friendly advice, and you're pretty okay at both the friend and the advice part. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, I think that you think that I'm one of those good people, right? Not Marvel America levels, but not too far off. But where do you stand on the nature versus nurture question?
Our entire being is already set the moment we draw our first breath. There was not anything that Caretaker could have done to change my half-demon nature.
Oh, that's great. So what does it mean for me if both of my parents were evil? How can you be sure that I'm not, evil?
Maybe there is a bit of darkness in you. But what is wrong with that?
How about plenty wrong with that? What if it isn't a little? What if I'm the next Dark Mage of the Minoru clan?
In that case, I will get to say I knew you before you were famous.
I don't know, Hunter. I feel like I'm holding myself back worrying about this stuff. You've been around me enough, and I kinda trust you. What do you think?
I think that if you want to reach your true potential, you need to come to terms with your past.
Okay. How?
Do not be ashamed of it. Your history is part of your makeup. Embrace it.
Just like that?
Yes, just like that. Accept it. And do not let anybody hold it against you. Not even yourself.
That's maybe a good idea. A strong maybe. Okay. I think I might have a plan now.
Feel better?
Not yet, but I will.
Lots of talk about Transia.
Is your source Maria Hill, or intercepted comms, or other?
A bit of all three.
In the Air Force, we call them betting odds.
In the Army, we call that hard intel. Semantics aside, Hydra's never been this active. Hearing about sleeper agents pulling out from all the major three-letter agencies.
Can't believe I find myself wishing Red Skull were still in charge.
Hydra hasn't been this active since my Howling Commando days. There's something going on that we're not seeing.
That collar of yours does not look good, Hunter.
If you have any wild plans to contribute, Hunter, now's the time to share them. Our time to stop Chthon is running short. At this point, I'm willing to try just about anything. So if you have any bright ideas...
We should not be sitting here waiting for Chthon to return to our world. We should take the fight to Chthon.
Everything we do here is to prevent Chthon from returning to our plane of existence. We don't go to him. That would be suicide.
I will fight him wherever I see him, no matter what those books tell you.
These books tell me Chthon has been a threat before civilization began, when all that walked the earth were the Elder Gods.
But what else? Surely there is some bit of knowledge we can use. What other things did you learn?
I could keep you up all night blathering on about this, so tell me specifically what you are curious about.
Who were these elder gods? Tell me about them.
Siblings brought into existence on this planet by the Demiurge, the source of all life. These beings were named Set, Gaia, Ashtur, and Chthon. They ruled the planet for many millennia, each of them pursuing their own interests, increasingly battling each other for supremacy until finally it became too much. New gods emerged to topple the old gods and remove their influence from our world.
Nothing lasts forever, even for gods. Was Chthon always this monstrous evil from the very beginning?
There was always something wrong with him, but his insatiable pursuit of chaos magic eventually corrupted him in ways he could never reverse. While Chthon's sibling Gaia sought to nurture life on his planet, Chthon sought to absorb it into himself, to remake all life in his own twisted image. It was because of that evil drive that Chthon was banished to another realm.
And there he waits, ready to return when the opportunity presents itself. Like now.
Like now.
If Chthon returns, what exactly will happen to this world?
The world and all life as you know it will cease to exist, but it will not vanish. It will be recast in Chthon's image. We will exist only as extensions of Chthon, and the world will only serve to keep him alive.
What a hellish existence. What about the Darkhold? Could it not provide us with secrets of Chthon?
The Darkhold is dangerous in its own way. With Chthon locked away in another dimension, this is how he has sought to influence events in our world. It is Chthon's own words laid down in print. We cannot trust it as a reliable aid in our battle. It would be like trying to defeat Ultron using his own memoir. Nothing good will come of it.
And the writing is probably awful anyway. The prophecy mentions the sleeping giant awakening. If that is Hulk, how important is he to Chthon's goals?
I'm not sure, other than his presence complicates our ability to stop Hydra and Lilith's efforts.
Something will have to be done about him, or Stark may lose his mind. I do not want to hinder you anymore. Keep reading. Surely there is something we can use.
I hope you're right. And I'll keep digging. One more book. Maybe that will have the answer. The prophecy speaks of a fallen one returning to the light.
I took care of that for you.
See you soon.
know what it's like to feel guilty about the death of a loved one, too. My Uncle Ben. It's my fault he died.
Did you kill him?
Well, no, but I could have stopped the guy who did. Hey, those are beautiful. What are they, some kind of daisy?
Something as rare as she was.
I'm sure she forgives you.
Thanks, Peter. But I kinda wanna be alone right now.
Yep, okay, sorry, just trying to help.
I know, but this is not something you can help with.
Maybe someone else can. I feel bad for Robbie. I should get him some ice cream.
Do you think what Peter said is true? That Agatha forgives me for what I did?
I know she forgives you.
Yeah, right. You can't know that.
Well, I do.
No, you don't. No one does. She's dead and it's all my fault. It's always my fault. If I had learned to control my powers better, she would be here today.
You cannot know that, Wanda.
Sure I can. I let myself get carried away and Agatha died as a result. If I didn't exist, she would still be here. Just ask Caretaker. I still haven't been able to look her in the eye since I've been back. She hates me.
You cannot hide from her forever. You need to figure out how to summon the courage to face her, so that both of you can move on.
Yeah, you're right. I owe her that.
You owe it to yourself, and Agatha. Agatha would want the two of you to be reconciled.
I know. I just don't know if I can make that happen.
Try. For Agatha.
Yeah, for Agatha. I, kinda need a few more minutes alone with her. Go on without me.
I will take my leave then.
Thanks, Hunter. Chaos magic is a huge drain on my mental health, you know. I do not think I can face Sarah.
Back again. Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here.
Well, you know what they say about practice, right?
Do your thing.
Can't talk right now. Hulk problem isn't going away on its own. Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? I feel like sometimes I even impress myself. This should be interesting. The latest advancements from the mind of genius Tony Stark, and they're all for you. Remind me again why you haven't digitized this stuff already? This is going to take way longer than it has to.
There's something to be said of the careful study that can only be achieved by examining the physical documents themselves.
Oh, so it's a Zen thing then? You become one with the old book and it shares its secrets with you?
Always quick to mock the things you don't understand.
Oh no, I'm honestly interested this time. Maybe I can adapt your technique into something normal people can use.
I'm going to take that as a compliment.
If you find more coil, send it my way.
Ready for more? Caretaker said I need to be a team player, so I guess I'm letting you choose for me too. See you around. Time's wasting, Hunter.
New and improved.
We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here. Peace. No pain, no gain.
Constant innovation. That's the Stark promise.
Later. Practice makes perfect.
Hydra won't want to tussle with me now.
All right then.
Hey guys, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but we need to start stepping up.
I don't understand. I thought the Avengers were supposed to be like the greatest superhero crew on Earth. I thought they would do better than this.
You should know this by now, Robbie. Meeting your heroes is always disappointing.
They were never my heroes.
Hey, don't be so hard on them. They're doing their best.
You don't get an A for effort in this hellscape.
I didn't.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm sick with sitting on the sidelines while the Avengers keep striking out.
So am I. It's time to take control.
This is our chance to show Caretaker and the others that we're not a bunch of superhero school dropouts. We're the Midnight Suns, and we're the real deal.
Count this Daywalker in, Blood Witch.
Count this mutant, ex-despot of Limbo in as well.
Well, if you guys are in, so is Sparky.
Good. First, we need to hammer out the deets. We'll meet later. Till then, mum's the word. Okay?
Lilith's tomb won't be that creepy, right? We should bring flashlights.
We know it's gotta be done. Guess you overheard our conversation.
It was difficult not to.
Let's face it, this doomsday scenario might be a little too on the gothy supernatural side for the Avengers. So, it's time for them to move over and let the kids take the reins.
What does Peter say? Ah, yes. With great power comes great responsibility.
And we are ready for that responsibility, trust me.
So, do you have a plan?
You mean a plan to stop Chthon from serving us all up in his all-you-can-eat cosmic flesh buffet? We don't have all the deets nailed down as of yet, but we'll work it out. Till then, keep this under wraps until we know what we're doing. I don't want to freak out the Avengers any more than they already are.
Will do.
Cool. Catch up later.
I'm more worried about the Hulk.
You have not set anything on fire today, have you?
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
Sounds easy enough.
Don't be distracted by Hydra's agents. Focus on disabling that truck.
Not a problem.
Here we go! Nice! Let's do this!
Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently, she's promiscuous.
Try this on for size! My Greek mythology is a little rusty, but didn't the Hydra originally have 9 heads?
In my sights.
They're actually trying to hide from us. Still on my case here?
Target the truck and take it out. It shouldn't be that hard for a bunch of superheroes.
Looks like it's up to me! Gotta be honest, you didn't leave me much choice. Oh, this should be good. Come on, just tell us.
For Hydra. All lined up.
Take advantage while they focus on me.
Looks like we've got backup.
Do I look like I'm running?
That truck is tougher than it looks. Finish it off while you still have a chance.
Here, this should help. Great. We're still doing this?
Your fate is here.
Not bad.
Here we go again.
That was something.
We've got movement. Hydra Immortalis! You're mine!
Does someone feel a breeze?
I hope you learned your lesson. Next time I won't go.
Tell him. Enjoy your nap.
They're not going to hang around much longer. Disable that truck before they start moving.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith.
You're pretty good at this.
That truck isn't going anywhere, but you'll have to deal with Hydra before you can head home.
This shall be of great help.
Target still in sight.
Save this one.
They won't make that mistake twice.
Power of the light.
uncharacteristically hamstrung at the moment.
Okay, that was pretty cool.
Leave some for the rest of us.
I'm going for it!
That should put a dent in their operations. Nicely done.
Hey Hunter, I'm gonna be saying some words about Blaze for the team. We're gathering in the cave right now. Come join us.
Glad to have you with us.
Nothing like taking in the New York skyline after driving Hydra back into hiding.
Hey, thanks for coming, everybody. I know we're all stretched thin at the moment.
We're all here for you, Robbie. We know this is important to you.
But we should move things along. I know what you're all thinking. You thought Blaze was a major league asshole.
Whoa, I thought Professor Xavier was the mind reader, Logan.
Quiet, you. Anyway, Blaze. Yeah, he wasn't nice. But it's not a nice world. And sometimes you gotta be that way to get things done. And he really got a lot of things done. So, you kids remember that. You won't always be so fresh-faced and innocent.
Thanks, Logan. You said it better than I ever could. To be honest, I really struggled with what I was gonna say. Because I used to worship the flaming ground Blaze rode on. And then I met him. And safe to say, I didn't worship him so much anymore. Fairly certain I hated him. Right until he went and sacrificed his life to save mine. Johnny might not have been perfect, but at the end of the day, he was one of us. And I'm glad to have known him. To Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny
Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
Is that it? Can we go now?
Man, I just wish I could have brought my brother Gabe along. He'd love this place.
Agatha always knew how to put a smile on my face.
How can I help?
Pull up a stool, Hunter. Never too early to get caffeinated. Stark convinced me to put a shot of his new Stark Drive energy drink in my coffee.
Stark Drive?
Sure. It tastes like sweaty gym sock dipped in coffee, but at least it wakes you up. And if we're headed to Transia, I'm gonna need it. This thing could last 24 hours or 24 days. Hard to tell.
This group does not waste time. We will strike at Hydra and Transia quickly, and we will win.
Now there's a real rah-rah spirit I can get behind. I've got no time for long stays overseas. I don't like to pack a toothbrush, and my transient is pretty terrible.
It makes sense that Lilith would go back there. Back to her homeland, that is. Back to the source of her powers.
She's gonna be in for a real nasty shock if she's looking for home. It's not like the old days with the Knights of Wundagore riding around the place. Red Skull and Hydra did a pretty good job of screwing Transia up in every way possible.
Lilith does not care about the country or its people. If she could gain power from a desert island, she would go there.
Too bad she doesn't go to a desert island. Transia's nasty this time of year.
It looks like the others are gathering now in the war room.
Yep, I'll head that way myself. Just need a few more sips of sweaty gym sock. I gotta talk to Stark about getting some new flavors.
Focus, Robbie. Focus.
Oh, I'm focused, Blade.
Point to Transia on the map.
A map is not the terrain, Blade.
You can't find it, can you?
It's somewhere in the, Russia region? Europe. Near, Germany.
You're our driver, Robbie.
That reminds me, what side of the road do transients drive on?
Just have the Hell Ride full of diesel and ready.
The Hell Ride doesn't take diesel. It's fueled by the screaming soul energy of the unavenged, the wronged, and the betrayed. And trust me, the Hell Ride's topped off.
Okay, that was pretty badass, Robbie.
Is there anything you can tell us about Transia that might give us an edge?
Transia is a country in trauma. Their borders could easily destabilize at any moment. The people there, they have seen so much war, trauma, and pain. We must spare them at all costs.
Right. I'm packing coffee pods. Anything you like?
Yes, the coffee shop cinnamon blend. Good call, Ileana. Transia is known for lots of trauma, war, and terrible coffee.
We cannot expect to save the day with decaf. That would be counterproductive.
This will be a very strange homecoming.
We are not our homes. We are our family. And our little spooky family here can get through anything together.
I missed you, Ileana.
So, I read in your war journals, issue 47 to be specific, that you've been to Transia.
Is that a question?
More like a prompt. You know, to see if the journals were true, or if there was something you left out intentionally.
Ah, for intel.
Yes, definitely for intel. If so, War Journal number 47 is my favorite. So when you were surrounded by Hydra troops in that transient cemetery, did all that stuff really happen? Where you bounced the shield off the tombstones and took out like 10 elite troops?
No.
Oh, so you made it up?
No, I cut out the more unbelievable parts. Lots of redacting. Truth was way crazier.
I knew it!
Let's discuss. But first, the mission.
Right, the mission. Good call, Captain America.
You enjoyed calling me Captain America, didn't you?
Yes, a little too much. I'm kind of a big fan.
Hunter, have you seen Blade around? I've got some questions about vampires that I was hoping Blade could answer.
I have noticed you are very curious about Blade.
He's an interesting guy. Plus, we're both half human, half something else. We have common ground there. What do you think of him?
I believe he called you cool.
What? No way. I mean, I am cool, but not because Blade thinks so.
Explore this more, Carol.
We do not have time for an Apaka romance.
Time is all we have. Use it wisely.
Fine. I'm not great at this, feeling. End-of-the-world situations forge strong bonds. A half-vampire, a resurrected hunter, a half-alien.
Do not forget the guy whose head routinely catches on fire.
The Midnight Suns are one of the more colorful crews I've run with. What's new, Hunter? Beginning decryption sequence. Really good intel here. We've got a lot to go on. Thanks, Hunter.
Are there any curses I should be aware of? What's important to this? An excellent find, Hunter.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? Sometimes, I even impress myself. There's Tony's Forge of Mystery. We never... Let's get started, Dr. Spooky.
Even a sorcerer supreme can't rest on his laurels.
Nice to get some fresh air. Hardly any cobwebs or ghosts out here. More chit-chat. I'm gonna wait near Magic.
Will my Transia ever know peace?
Pick your target, Hunter.
Friendly neighborhood service and friendly neighborhood prices.
Happy to help.
Stay out of trouble.
To think, long ago the nation of Transia was once the seat of power for the heroic knights of Wundagore.
Might as well be Camp Hydra these days.
They're pulling in reinforcements from everywhere. But reinforcing what exactly?
Mount Wundagore. There's been something wrong with that place for as long as I can remember.
Something like this.
Nothing wrong with that. Now we know where to strike. Time for a little payback on Queen, Demon... No? Right. Make one slight mistake.
Handing my mother the last page of the Darkhold?
Bringing back the Hulk.
Okay, same mistake, technically. Fine. You take point then.
Roger that.
Actually, how about you let us handle things? The Sanctum, Tony's Gamma Death Star, Wanda. Think about it. Every time we listen to you all, some new catastrophe seems to happen. You're not our babysitter, Hunter. You're our leader, and we are the Midnight Suns. We're family.
And family's family. So this time...
We got your back.
Then what are we waiting for?
What if we aim for his heart or something?
He's not a vampire. He's a gamma-powered muscle man.
Juiced up with a heavy dose of Lilith's corruption.
In other words, we're screwed.
Look, I know Lilith is like a dark goddess with an extra angry Hulk as her number 2.
Don't forget the Parchment of Power. She's got that too, which is like super OP.
But we've got something that she doesn't.
A death wish?
No, No, dude. We've got friends. Each other. We're the Midnight Suns. And you know what we Suns do?
We rise.
We've got this, guys. We have to believe in ourselves if we're gonna pull this off. Blade, Robbie, you know what to do, right?
We'll see you soon, Nico.
Better not leave me hanging, because our entire continued existence depends on us.
Right. No pressure. It's just the end of the world.
Not if we can help it. Don't ruin it. A good speech is enough.
Step through portal.
I'll be monitoring the troops' movements from here. You have a small window to strike the facility and get out.
What if we like the place and want to move in?
Watch it. If you want to prove yourself on this mission, you don't need to start acting like Tony Stark. You're traveling to the heart of Lilith's power.
We know. We'll be extra careful. Demon energy barriers, or jolly green monsters?
Then they are ours.
That room.
Lilith, too. So it was here, all along. Wanda was right.
She usually is.
Right. One problem at a time. Midnight Suns, assemble! Or whatever.
Yes. Midnight Suns assemble or whatever.
Why not?
It looks as if Lilith has sent every last Hydra goon she could find to guard the entrance.
Between the creepy glow and the howling demonic Hulk, I think we're running out of time.
We must not let them stand in our way. I will return the favor when I can.
More than...
Well, that's interesting.
You had your chance to escape. Hail back.
Ready?
We serve until the end.
The curse is on you.
As long as you're ready for the counter.
was once hallowed ground, long before Lilith put her tools here.
You know, it's Hydra that finally stuck around.
Kazan has been waiting eons for this moment. I'm not giving Hydra any more credit than I have to.
Nor should you. I'm feeling stronger already. I'm feeling down. My equal.
Leave some for the rest of us.
This time for us.
You make an excellent partner.
Regroup at position, Tango.
No retreat!
From the rift, her blessing emerges.
Maybe you'd like a closer look at my sword.
Talk while you still can.
Ugh, I still don't get why these guys keep fighting. It can't be the money. What else do mercenaries take in trade?
We both know what Lilith offers them, Nico. A false promise of eternity catered to every corrupted mind.
A spell carried on silent whispers.
Now is not the time to romanticize our peril.
This usually works.
Shake our loyalty.
It must be weird having no discernible personality of your own.
We will not be discouraged.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Forever in service. There is no escape.
Engaging target! That's not good! You're ready now!
The Knights of Wondergore held rituals of their own not far from here. They believed this land was cursed.
A well-justified conclusion.
Wondergore resonates with the dark energies of Kazan. Even the mountain cannot contain its fire forever.
Now that was something.
Let's try this.
They cannot possibly match your strength. You have earned this! You were too weak for this fight.
reverses es nubis. Only a few moments longer. Together we will reforge the Darkhold and usher in...
It's over, lady!
Mother, no! Stop this!
Lucky shot. She won't hit me again.
But it is all for you. Everything I do is always for you, child.
Block her out! She gave up the right to call you that word when she sold her soul to that monster.
The truth shall reveal itself soon enough, sister.
Even with her attention focused on that damn book, Lilith's barrier will not be easy to bring down.
Yeah, but the cave shore is. Midnight suns, disassemble.
Now you're talking.
It's not the most elegant solution, but bringing the roof down on them will certainly put a damper on things.
Should have hit a few of those columns with the hell ride. I'm gonna tell Robbie you said that.
Welcome assistance.
It's over for you.
You don't have to show off for me, Blade. I am still the prize.
Do not waste your strength here, child. What has been set in motion cannot be undone. Will not.
You have the power to stop.
A debt of blood is owed, and a debt of blood shall be paid. Dawn will rise.
There's no convincing her. You know what you have to do.
It was your time. Accept your fate.
I am impressed.
Get some. I suppose it's something.
Apparently, she's promiscuous.
Playtime's over.
This temple will be buried for another 1,000 years.
Confidence.
Sarah, my sister. It's been far too long.
Don't speak as if you know me, demon. You haven't been my sister for centuries.
It saddens me to hear you say that. But there's still time for you to see things his way.
No one calling themselves the Midnight Sun will ever join your corrupted ranks. I promise you that.
Judge.
So moved like that once, centuries ago.
Lilith may have found the one man, or monster, capable of withstanding the dark energies of that book long enough to fully restore it.
Banner's been nothing but trouble.
Others desire, Blade.
Maybe, but I don't rip my clothes off and go berserk whenever I'm in a bad mood. Ought to make things interesting. About time. Time to get serious.
They cannot possibly match your strength. Lilith has sent you. I hope you are prepared.
Stark should have just nuked this place from orbit. You know he's got one somewhere.
We have enough problems with the Hulk as it is. I doubt that would calm his temper.
I say do it anyway. Burn them all!
Liber Tenebris reversus es nobi.
Get out of there, now! You've done more than anyone could ask!
Almost! Yo, Demon Lady! One thing, before we go. This is for
Johnny Blaze!
No! The spell must not be interrupted!
Now we may leave!
Mother.
Your mother died centuries ago. Now get out of there!
What's wrong?
Everything.
Are you seeing this?
Yes, Robbie, I have eyes.
Dude, that's so freaking crazy.
Please be alarmed in silence.
Yeah, tell that to Sparky.
The mysterious structure, which has
I
been
hope Aunt May
described as
isn't
some
watching
kind
this,
of
because
ancient
she's going to
temple,
flip.
has suddenly appeared in the war-torn Republic
We try
of
to stop
Transia,
it, but-
decimating a
I
remote
screwed
village
up,
at the base
Robbie.
of Mount
It's
Wonderful.
okay, you can say it.
These images,
Doesn't
taken
matter
by
who
tourists,
screwed up.
have been reposted
What
over
matters
2
is that
million
we're
times
screwed.
on every social media outlet with the hashtag #ApocalypseWow.
We're in the end game now.
Will I see you at the meeting?
Maybe. Depends how bored I am.
I wouldn't have guessed we'd become such fast friends, Hunter, but I welcome your company.
I don't want to think about it, but I can't stop thinking about it.
allowed myself to think we could win. As always, that led to disappointment.
Will I see?
Wanda, there's something I ought to say to you.
Oh?
You were right about Lilith's tomb.
Did you just say I was right about something?
I did. Just as you were probably right about other things, too. Many other things. You let an old, stubborn immortal let you take the blame for so much.
You were hurting. You needed something to point to.
And here I was thinking I was the one who was supposed to take care of all of you. I am sorry, Wanda. For everything.
So am I.
I see you and Caretaker are on the mend.
Seems so. I should be happy about it. But how can I be happy about anything when the Temple of Chthon is wreaking havoc on my home? I grew up in Transia, you know. In a remote village at the foot of Mount Wondercore. It's all destroyed now. Along with those poor people's lives.
The casualties Transia has suffered these last few days. We will avenge each and every one of them.
I really hope we can.
It is not a matter of can, Wanda. We must. The world depends on it, literally.
Whatever it takes to stop your mom, right?
Whatever it takes.
I'm afraid of her, you know. Of seeing her. I mean, what if it happens again? What if she turns me back into bad Wanda? What if I go dark?
I know you fear yourself, fear what you can do, but I am telling you that it is only holding you back.
Yeah, I know. You've been helping me with that. It's just, I don't want to fall. Couldn't bear to hurt any of you again.
So use your power to stop that from happening. I know you have it in you to resist Lilith.
You seem to know, but I'm not so sure.
Then get sure. We need you in full form, even if it is terrifying.
Be careful what you wish for. Well, I ought to get back to the news. See what new horrors are befalling my hometown.
Do not watch too much of it. The overconsumption of news media is supposed to be bad for your mental health, especially during an apocalypse.
There are worse things for your mental health, Hunter. And I'm pretty sure I've experienced them all. I'll take my chances with a little cable news. Night.
Let me guess. You came to rub it in? Tell me the Midnight Suns are just a bunch of Hero Academy dropouts who are in over their heads?
I'm not here to rub anything in. I came here to say, I thought what you did back there was brave. And bold.
Yeah, right. You mean brave and stupid?
You weren't being stupid. You did what you thought was right. Sometimes, we can do everything in our power to stop a bad thing from happening and still fall flat on our faces. Just keep your chin up and remember, failure is an essential part of the superhero gig. I mean, look at me. I haven't exactly been batting 1,000 these days, but that doesn't seem to have slowed down my ego any.
Well, wait. Are you, like, actually being nice to me?
Well, nothing like impending doom to bring people together. But seriously, I admire what you tried to pull off back there. It took a lot of guts. Maybe next time, you'll get the glory.
Thanks, Tony.
Anytime, Nico. You're looking well, Chief.
Boy, did we really blow it back there, didn't we, Hunter? Yay, we did it. Ugh, the first time we're actually trusted to sit in the driver's seat, the first freaking time, and we couldn't stop her. We dropped a mountain on her head, and Lilith still managed to summon the Temple of Cathod. Way to go, team.
Like Tony said, you gave it your best shot. What you and Robbie did took real courage, and that is a victory all unto itself.
Well, I'd rather have a real win for once.
You will get there.
Ugh, how come you always manage to say the exact right thing to make me feel better?
It is one of my secret superpowers.
You mean not so secret superpower? Alright, I'm gonna stay out here a while and lick my wounds for a little bit longer. Thanks for, checking up on me.
Anytime.
I don't know why I thought we were ready for this. The Staff of One gets antsy if I don't use it every now and then.
Time for book club. You coming?
Meet you there.
Let's get moving.
I was up all night finishing this book. I should have read it earlier.
My plan backfired. Thought choosing a weird book would drive people away.
Why would you do that?
More punch for the rest of us. Is Blade ready to start?
Why have I not heard of Crash Morgan? I know it's an older book, but this is exactly the kind of story I like. Is Blade doing his meeting start foot tap thing?
I thought Logan might bail. But I told him we bring more snacks this time. I have him figured out. I'm good if you are.
I am ready.
All right, Logan, I need to know. Why did you choose this book?
I'll tell you, just not yet. I want to hear what you thought of this book.
It was written in the 1940s, so I expected some repugnant attitudes and phrases. But it surprised me. The writing was simple, yet the story was deeper than it had any right to be.
What was your favorite part?
It's in the chapter where Crash and the princess escape the Zorgots. The next morning, they see the sun rise and Mars rising beside it. When the princess asks what the future holds and Crash just stares at Mars as it eclipses the sun, it gave me chills.
I did not pay much attention to that part.
How can you not appreciate the doomed romance between Crash Morgan and Princess Anilla?
Easy. You root for the Zorgot commander.
Should have known you'd be a Glaxogorp fan. Anyway, I think the moment gets lost when the Zorgots deploy their Null Stalkers.
I don't get why the robot dog didn't warn them. I thought it could talk.
Not until number 19, the minefields of the reticulates. It's a whole thing.
Got it. So, what's the idea with Crash's promise?
What about it?
When Crash apprehends Glaxogorp, they have a tense conversation in the back of the flypod. Crash says there's a way the Zorgots can leave the moon with everything they want, but the princess must take the throne. Then Crash vows that no queen of royal blood shall ever rule Deimos. Glaxogorp agrees, but why? Crash breaks the vow in the next chapter.
That makes no sense. Why say Queen of Royal Blood?
You're right. I can't believe I missed that. And how does that tie into the Hydro gunfight at the top of the space scraper?
Really? You don't see it?
I do.
They're shapeshifters.
Who?
Crash and Glaxogorp.
No.
Yep.
But then, when do they...
The Hydro gunfight. Crash gets hit in the helmet and goes down. And what happens whenever Crash is unconscious?
The helmet changes color. Turns bronze like the suit.
Right. Then Glaxogorp pulls up on the rocket sled and takes Crash and the princess into custody. That's when they make the switch. Crash and Glaxogorp change form, but where do they stash the princess?
Does Romut not have a secret compartment?
That can barely hold Crash's hydro gun. It's not big enough to secure the princess. Their plan required her to be in Crash's suit. The opaque helmet keeps her safe. So we get to the Deimos Council meeting. The princess refuses the throne and declares her love for Crash, who is the princess in Crash's suit. When they embrace, the false princess deactivates the Magna Manacles binding Crash. But Crash nabs the Star Scepter from the fake princess, activates the suit's zoom vest, and smashes through the monoculus.
So, if that's the actual princess, she escapes. But who is the false princess?
That's a shapeshifted Glaxogorp. Without the Star Scepter, Deimos can't crown their queen.
Right. She never wanted it, and the Zorgots definitely don't want it. Glaxogorp, posing as the princess, can steer Deimos away from war.
And when the fake Glaxogorp vows the Star Scepter shall be restored to the princess, that's actually Crash.
So Crash made 2 vows and broke neither of them. The cliffhanger with Glaxogorp chasing Crash's ship is actually Crash returning to the princess so they can escape Deimos.
You got it. They reveal the switcheroo at the beginning of number 6, Attack of the Intergalactic Space Weasels.
Clever. I like it more now. And that's where we'll call it for tonight.
So, Logan, why did you pick this book?
Because it's fun.
No other reason?
Every book doesn't need to be a teachable moment.
Fair enough.
I almost wish this book was a comic instead. I would have liked to see the monoculus. I can't believe I didn't figure out the ending. The clues were right there.
I wonder if Tony could build me a robot dog.
My book was the best of them.
You have only been to 2 meetings.
Yeah, but you know I'm right. I guess we're doing all right.
Remind me never to piss you off, Hunter. Or insult Charlie.
You did not mention a book for next time.
Yeah, with everything going on, I'm gonna put book club on a hiatus. Until things are less apocalyptic.
I hope we come back to this in the future.
Same here. Books are a gourmet meal for thought. Not to call anyone out, but you just can't feed your mind gristle.
Who else would you invite, if you could?
There's a lawyer who got me out of a bad situation a few years back. Smart as a whip, picks up on subtle things even I tend to miss. As long as the books we read have Braille copies, I could convince him. Actually, I need to thank you for sticking around since the beginning. For all your help with Carol.
Of course.
I don't get close to many people. I never get into relationships. That's not a rule I ever break. But I did with Carol. Beyond all the reasons, I find her amazing. Do you know why?
You are into her because she can kick your ass.
That's exactly it.
Really? I was joking.
I'm not. Vampires fight dirty. They'll kill whoever you love just because they can. If they really want you to suffer, they'll turn your true love into one of them. That's why dating me is a death sentence, and I refuse to put that weight on anyone. But can you imagine some pissant vampire trying to chow down on Captain Marvel? First, his fangs would snap off on contact with her skin. Then she'd just chuck it into space. No hiding from the sun out there. There's no way they can ever touch her. But it's not just that.
It is you. She is safe from you.
Yeah. I never break my rule because I know deep down there's a chance I could lose control. But with Carol, hell, she could hold me over her head till I was myself again. Wouldn't even break a sweat.
Well, completely unrelated, I want to watch Captain Marvel bench press Blade.
I would not.
You were no fun.
And you already knew that. Well, I'm glad you joined me for all of this. Maybe next time the world is ending, I'll start a sparring club.
A sparring club? Is that just training with a fancy name?
You saw right through me. You headed out?
Yeah, I am done.
Peace.
Hello, my sweet girl.
He's close, Hunter. Chthon is slithering his way into this dimension. I can feel it. Yes, dear?
Wait here, girl.
Can you not feel it, child? The end is upon us.
You have gone too far, Mother.
I could say the same to you, child. Leaving me for dead and buried under that mountain. What a way to treat your mother.
What would you have me do? Allow you to destroy all of creation?
The Hulk was right. You are somewhat overdramatic. The truth shall reveal itself soon enough. The Darkhold is finally complete. The prophecy draws to its close. The Midnight Sun is coming. and with it, him. We will all have our final parts to play. Will you be ready when the curtain rises?
If everything you do is truly for me, Mother, then I beg you to stop. Let us both return to our graves and let the world know peace.
You almost sound like him.
I thought we could not talk about him here.
Don't be ridiculous, not him. Him. Your father. He once said something similar to me, several lifetimes ago.
I have never heard of you speak of him until now.
We close upon the end of a billion years prophecy. Forgive me if I'm a bit sentimental. I sometimes wonder if I could bring his soul to this place. To have him stand once more beside me. Beside us.
I implore you, do not. In his death, he has been spared the sight of the foul creature you have become. I envy him for that. What? No snappy comeback? Promises that we shall be reunited under the glorious eye of the Midnight Sun?
No, child. Not this time.
Agatha?
I'm sorry to intrude, dear. Do you have a moment?
For you? Of course.
You always came to me for advice when vexed by a difficult problem. Never Sarah.
That is called playing one parent against the other.
I know. And I always gave advice Sarah would have given, if you hadn't both quarreled over every tiny thing.
I thought so. Was she there, but invisible? Did she whisper your advice through lost sorceries of the blood?
Of course not. Hunter, we spoke about you constantly. The weight of prophecy should never fall on a child. So we tried to give you room to be your own person.
I had no idea. What did you want to discuss?
I don't know how to say this without sounding melodramatic, but... Despite our actions, the prophecy unfolds. Chthon's return seems inevitable. Yet all I can do for the people I love is haunt a library and play macabre tour guide.
Agatha...
I should be here with Sarah and yourself, helping to bring the team together. But I never have felt more... useless. I'm sorry, Hunter. I'll leave you to your rest.
Agatha, wait. Good night.
Agatha. Hunter, I'm coming in. Where is she? I heard you speaking with her.
What exactly did you hear?
Agatha, speaking with you.
I see.
Do you deny it?
I have to.
Why?
Hypothetically, I made a promise to deny it.
To whom?
I think you know.
So you promised Agatha not to tell anyone?
I can see that.
Even Caretaker.
Could be.
But she might change her mind if she knows I can hear her.
Maybe.
And for sake of argument, how soon might she change her mind?
Soon. Hypothetically.
All right. I'm trusting you, Hunter.
Good night. You have not set anything on fire today, have you? The tower bells are ringing. My favorite childhood prank. But I have not heard them in so long. Caretaker must be wincing right now. Or maybe this was her idea of a joke.